Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Session 3 of Withering Heights, Campaign 5, I believe, of Whispers of the Dice. Last we left off, the king snuck into Clifford's room and hexed him, then cheated on the queen with Elias. Gloriosa found out that Elias slept with Scarlet, who immediately left the estate with her husband, Lord Merton. Merton implicated King Harlan in defiling his wife, and rumors have begun to run wild. Clifford partners up with Mum to find out exactly what happened to Scarlet. Prince Dart has tainted Lady Lion with a kiss and run off. Datura, hearing his father is trying to marry him off, quickly sets his sight on engaging someone of his choosing, just as new arrival Genevieve Thistledown appears. Venus is hardly holding on to her family's good name, and with Datura's loose lips and Elias's loose belt, and a battle of the sexes fox hunt leaves the queen victorious with Lord Stokes not far behind. But we all now prepare for the afternoon luncheon by the lakeside. Tensions are rampant. Can everyone go around and describe what your afternoon outfit looks like while you're still getting ready in your quarters? We'll go from oldest to youngest. So, Harlan, we'll start with you.
I had, in preparation for what I presume to be a real fox hunt, prepared quite a number, and I have decided that cannot go unappreciated. So I'm in very tall riding boots, a nice orange ascot on otherwise faded beiges at the moment.
Amazing. Elias, I think, would be next.
Elias is wearing... forgot all outfits. He changed out of his fox hunt gear and is in beige slacks, a white button-up with, what is that little scarf? An ascot?
Ascot.
An ascot. Kind of fluffed up around his very handsome face, and a peony on his lapel of his black coat.
Amazing. I think Venus would be next.
She's wearing a simple yet elegant gown, pale green and embroidered with like different stitching and like yellow thread and stuff like that, and with a little bit of like puffy sleeves.
Amazing. Gloriosa.
Gloriosa wearing a very light muslin gown. It's like a light lavendery purple, and it's her wedding anniversary, so she's got some white lace as a drape over and on her sleeves and down the skirt.
Lord Clifford, I believe you're next.
Clifford is wearing a very understated, very you wouldn't notice the quality of it unless you like really were looking up close, but it sort of complements the color, like the orange of his hair. So it's very put together, but very much your eyes would skip over.
I think Lion and Genevieve are technically the same age. So Genevieve, go ahead.
Genevieve is wearing like I think a sky blue dress, very plain, maybe like a little bit of ruffles on the sleeves and on the top of it. Probably a brown belt that matches her shoes, and she's had a kind of awful morning, so she's put on a bracelet and is like twirling it around her arm. It's a little gold bracelet. Hard to see because she's twisting it.
And Lion.
Lion is wearing a yellow gown that is a couple seasons out of fashion, but still looks... I know. But still looks extremely nice and well maintained, and I think she'd have some white detailing on it.
Beautiful. And our first scene, we do not join anyone down at the luncheon yet, but we actually go upstairs of the Witherfield house to a second floor bedroom where Genevieve is inside, nervously kind of twirling this bracelet, getting ready to head out for the day when you hear it will cut out a knock on your door.
She folds her hands, puts twisting the bracelet, is kind of just folding them together, and she opens the door.
On the other side of the door, Genevieve Thistledown, you see Datura Ariok once again. This time, instead of holding a vase of or a single rose, he is holding what seems to be a child's teddy bear. You see, he says, "Miss Thistledown, I did not think you could claim allergy to this."
My, you're persistent. I fear I cannot.
I have come to apologize to you.
Have you?
Yes, my father has been slamming my head into a wall, metaphorically, all weekend, and I'm afraid that I allowed ungentlemanly behavior to creep up in the midst of all of that. And I understand if you do not wish to speak to me any longer, but, well, I had saw you, heard of you, really, and assumed that you were also the type of person that would want to squeeze the ton for everything it was worth and force a good life for yourself. But if that is not, if I've misunderstood you, I shall leave this gift and go. But if not, perhaps we could walk to the luncheon together and you can go speak to other compatriots once we are there. But I wanted to apologize.
Genevieve reaches a gloved hand out and she goes to grab the bear, but she does so in a way that her hand rests on top of his. It takes, I think, a lot of bravery to admit when you've been wrong. So I thank you for that, and I thank you for the apology and for the gift.
I hope that your little boy will enjoy this.
I think he will. He's quite fond of his stuffed animals currently.
Give me, what do I want you? I don't even think you need to roll. Let me see really quick. You see that as he's passing you the stuffed animal, Datura glances down at your hands and then back to your face, and he goes, "That is a lovely bracelet." And he points to the gold bangle on your wrist.
Thank you. It's just something that reminds me of home.
I would, yes, it is lovely. I would keep it in your room today. The queen is quite jealous of jewels, especially, of that nature. And you see, he points to the inscription on the bracelet, and you see his little lilacs, kind of inscribed into the outside of the band. And I would, it is lovely. I would probably keep that in your room today. Have you heard this business of Lady David? Oh, everyone is sort of chattering about who might have done what.
I think I may have heard whispers, but no, she left shortly before I arrived, so I hadn't heard anything. Is that jewels? Just any jewels at all? Because is any jewelry fine? I just find myself quite anxious sometimes.
So he kind of looks around, and he goes, I take it to mean you don't understand what I'm implying. I can explain my concern with your bracelet, but not here. If you should like to meet me somewhere before the luncheon, somewhere private, I could talk about more sensitive topics. Perhaps near Calcutta House.
All right, you've shown your trust in me with your apology, so I'll show my trust with you. And she unclasps the bracelet and she puts it on like a table with a bear. And I think she steps out of the room so that he can't enter in.
Yeah. As you step out, you see he says, right, well, I shall go to Calcutta House. If you wish to know any more about that, I should see you in about 20 minutes. And if not, I will see you at the luncheon.
Of course. Thank you.
And he nods and goes. You start to head down the stairs. You finish whatever else you might need to do to get ready for the day, or for the afternoon rather. And as you start down the stairs, you intersect paths with Lord Clifford Stokes as he's stepping out of the library, headed the same direction. And Clifford, you see Lady Genevieve Thistledown stepping from down the stairs.
Oh, my lady, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Sorry, I didn't mean to nearly run into you.
Oh, of course, it's no bother whatsoever.
Did you, receive my letter?
Yes, quite. I did. Rather flattering, of course. I would certainly love to discuss in greater detail at some point.
I would as well. I think that would be quite lovely. Are you on? Shall we walk to luncheon together then, or are you on your way back to your room?
Certainly, of course. I could not want to turn down such an offer.
All right then. And she reaches into her pouch and she pulls out like a little tin can, and she hands it to him. This is the gift for your friend. It's a bee balm. It's supposed to help with cuts and scrapes. I've heard that they're quite common in his hobbies.
Quite, yes. It will make its way to him with haste.
I'm glad. I hope you don't find my lecture too forward. I just heard of you, and I'm sure you know it's my first weekend here, and I hadn't known how much time you'd spent with the royals before, and I think they can be quite intimidating at times, and I wanted you to know that you had a friend.
That is most kind.
I try my hardest. Thank you.
Wonderful. So you got. Do you guys feel awkward right now? So you
Yes.
So you guys walk towards luncheon. Does Clifford feel quite awkward right now? Is it because it's
Yes.
a girl, or is it because she knows what's going on?
Probably mostly because she knows what's going on, but the girl is also, it doesn't help.
Yeah. How does Genevieve feel talking to Clifford?
She feels a lot of things. She feels a lot of things talking to Clifford.
I know that's right.
I think right now she's like dual parts, like eager to talk to him and also absolutely horrified for details that he doesn't quite know.
Yeah. Clifford, give me a history check.
Aye, Captain. Skills. History. 20, 30.
Natural. Oh, okay. Even cool. 20 works. You as you're talking with her, you are thinking back. It's just like, okay, do I remember seeing her at a match? Do I know anything about this girl's family? And you seem to remember by mix of rumor and of things that you personally know for however reason. You do remember seeing her at one of your matches at one time or another. Unsure why she would be at a Thistle event, but you have seen this. You also know that you have been at the same ball with her at some point that was hosted by her family. You also know, more on the rumor, what people say side of things. Lady Genevieve Thistledown has a young child, and the father of this child is not around. You can't seem to remember right now if he was a husband that passed away, or a lover that was removed, or a lover that left.
Mommy? Mamacita?
Everyone point, laugh, and stare at Nolan for that. That was crazy.
It's Love Island.
Yikes. And Genevieve, all that you know about Lord Clifford Stokes is he's super handsome, he's redheaded, and he boxes in his spare time. Would there be any other conversation that would happen as you guys are walking?
I think the Clifford is sticking to pleasantries when he's not like, and there's could be anybody around. Like, already he's super nervous because this like secret is sort of bubbling around. So it's like a conversation surely, but later.
Mm. And Genevieve, you were planning on going to Calcutta House. How do you leave Lord Stokes if you do?
How do they pass like the place where luncheon is on the way to? I don't know where this house is.
It would be near the back of the estate. So you would basically, I mean, luncheon's this way, Calcutta House is this way. At some point you have to split.
I think she would try and look at him and just say like, I think I'm going to take a short walk before luncheon. I've had my nerves quite frazzled this morning with that fox hunt. But I will see you in there, hopefully.
Certainly, of course, yes. Best stay. Yes, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to chatting with you later then.
And I with you.
I had a lovely time talking to you, Lord Stokes. And she walks off.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm freaking
So
out. Like,
awkward.
I'm just freaking out. So, Genevieve, you head off in one direction, and it's like soon after you leave the house, you guys have to split and go opposite directions. So Genevieve's off one way, Clifford, you're off in the other, and you see coming out from, like, before you even pass the rest of the house, coming out from another side door headed the same direction as you, you are right on the edge in between, like, just the back lawn of the palace and kind of some topiary and things like that. And you see Mum Lucan steps out from the door, and sides up next to you and says, Lord Stokes, how wonderful to see you this afternoon. I feel as though I have not seen you in ages.
Quite, yes. It's developments abound, I must assume.
What do you, let us see what the lords and ladies do. Might we promenade? Briefly.
Of course, of course.
She starts walking quite jauntily off one direction, and you see she goes, It is the strangest thing. I have heard about some young lord that has performed excellently in the hunt, surmounted only by the queen herself.
Often looks can be deceiving.
And this young lord, he almost won the fox hunt without killing a single animal. Can you imagine that?
I can. Yes. I mean, the sport, the act of killing seems rather unnecessary.
Sure. Of course. And just give me an insight check on Mum Lucan as you guys are basically just making like an extra lap around the topiary for luncheon.
Yeah. 21.
She seems quite pleased with herself.
Might there be something you wish to share?
Oh, would there be something that I might like to share? Well, yes. while you were doing the heavy lifting to make a quite barbaric sport, I might add, not all that barbaric, very good job, I made a little journey out to Calcutta House. See, she's starting to describe, like, she goes, well, I suppose I should back up. And she just tells you basically everything that she did in between, like, when you guys last parted and whatever. I thought to myself, we had spoken about perhaps going to where the Davids stayed and investigating that sort of thing. And I, what was it that you told me earlier? You told me something about the king.
Quite that he I had awoken to him in my chambers, in my room.
Yes.
Early in the morning, perhaps. Up to no good, certainly, but perhaps with the Lady David itself. I certainly couldn't be sure.
Yes, precisely. And I had had this sort of in mind. I was being very stealthy, to worry not. But I went out to Calcutta House, and while you were running around performing quite well, there was a garden wall around Calcutta House that I was unable to summit, and a gate that I did not have a key for. I do know someone who might have access to such a key.
And who might that be?
Someone who might be interested in proving the innocence of his father.
Quite. Yes. Rather
Now,
devious.
have you spoken to His Highness at all, ever?
Well, so, in rather short words, but I know the Lady Taraxacum may have some more personal involvement with him.
Involvement? Right. That makes a lot of sense. You see, at this point, you guys are behind this sort of topiary thing, talking about this, and as you get to that point in the conversation, Clifford,
Yes.
you hear you hear a branch snap from on the other side of the topiary, and you see Mum goes, oh God. She goes, stay here. Your reputation must remain pristine. Stay. And she walks around the other side of the topiary. As she takes a step away, pulls the hair comb out of her hair, letting her hair fall around her shoulders, hands it to you, and then walks around.
My eyes cartoonishly come out of my head.
Lady Lion Taraxacum, as you have been following Lord Clifford and Lady Mum, you see Mum Lucan making a show of sort of stumbling around a corner with her hair loose around her shoulders, not in the updo you had seen at breakfast or at the hunt this morning. And she goes, oh, Lady Taraxacum, that is so strange. I was out for a bit of a walk. How are you? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your quiet.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Right. I am so sorry. I must get back to the luncheon. I have to. What?
Oh, Lady Taraxacum, I do hope I don't have to spell it out that well, we are both ladies. Perhaps this could stay between us.
Of course. Or
Please, while I have you here,
right.
It is my understanding that you are familiar with His Highness?
Of course not. Nope. course not.
But it's just that there's a certain area of the garden that I was really hoping to access, and but it is behind a key, and I thought, his parents owning the estate and all, perhaps you might talk to him and see about that key. And of course, no one else would have to know anything of any sort, if that were the case.
Right. Well, even if we were acquainted at one point, I think that is over, so I am not sure I could be much help to you.
Give me an insight check, MJ.
I can't switch to the tab with my character sheet, so I have to find the pictures I took of it.
Yeah, you're good. Nolan talking to himself.
Ooh, okay, that's a 17.
17. Well, first of all, this is quite a show. I mean, it is quite convenient to find her in such a compromised position. Very clearly disheveled beyond what she should be. You also certainly feel what I'm sure MJ feels, the sense of it being a bit staged. Of like, oh, perfect, you happen to run into me and offer this this bid for help and maybe and blah 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 blah. And you see Mumlukin says, we are ladies, and I don't know what has
Lady
gone on.
Lucan, I have a reputation to uphold.
Yes, of course, it's just you called him by his given name in the breakfast room.
Please.
If there was a way to win back his friendship, it might be this. By proving his father's innocence? And that makes no sense to you, because you thought she just wanted to access a part of the garden.
What does this have to do with the king? I thought you just wanted to see the garden.
Well, I do wish to see the garden. It is also more than that. It is about what is within the garden, and more specifically what is within Calcutta House. I'm sure you have heard whispers all of the morning about Lady Scarlet David and why she might have left Withering. Hello? Why she might have left Witherfield.
I have heard rumors. You're going to pin this on the king.
No, we are trying to prove the king's innocence.
Well,
everyone has been pinning it on the king.
What? What makes anyone think it is the king?
Well, that is what Lord Merton said.
I heard it was Lord Stokes.
I step out.
Oh no! Lord Stokes steps out from behind a bush, and she goes,
"That is most absurd."
I barely know you. The first I saw you, you were alone with a lady. You have to see how improper that is, and what else was I supposed to assume?
He's holding Mom's hair comb.
Yeah, and I mean, do I really have to spell it out? I am not out to
compromising optics nonetheless.
I'm not out
give you
to
my
ruin you.
word. I give you my word. Nothing occurred. It was not me.
Right, okay, and nothing occurred between me and His Highness.
Who said that?
Of course, right. No one said that.
Lady Traxcom, we are not here to attack your purity or your intactness. I am hoping to justify Lady Scarlet David and to find out what evil man has defiled her. I can assure you it was not Lord Stokes.
Okay.
Because he has been assisting me in this matter.
Perhaps to cover his own tracks?
Oh, if anyone could be in close cahoots with a defiler and not find out, it would not be me. Please do not insult me.
She is rather discerning.
A fair point.
It is true.
I can talk to D'Artagnan, though I'm not sure he would want to hear from me right now.
But what better way for him to want to hear from you than to prove his father's innocence?
I'm not too sure. We will see. I will do my best. I have some things to apologize for anyways, so I shall bring it up.
Thank you. I think our cooperation on this matter, wouldn't you agree, Lord Stokes? I think this will be beneficial for us all.
Yes, quite. Where did you hear that I was in any way involved?
It was the only thing that made sense.
Right.
I haven't interacted with many people in Witherfield.
So you haven't heard anyone speaking about Lord Elias Ariok or King Harlan?
No, I've been. Well, it's not important what I've been up to, but I haven't
Righto.
heard rumor. Please, I apologize for assuming such things.
Not without
No,
damning evidence.
It's not a reflection on your character, to say. I suppose no, I suppose it was a reflection on mine.
Well, you seem like a perfectly lovely gentleman, so I suppose I should have gotten to know you more before I assumed such heinous things.
No harm done.
Though perhaps you should be aware of how things appear. I learned quite young what a bad reputation can do to a person.
I shall heed your words with the utmost gravity.
Right, so what do you need me to ask of His Highness exactly?
We need the key to the garden wall around Calcutta House. Whatever you must tell him to get that key.
Right.
I'm gonna flash a look at that.
Well, perhaps not the truth is what I mean. Whatever you must lie about.
You want me to lie to Prince D'Artagnan?
Well, you could avoid the truth, rather. Don't tell him that Lady Lucan and Lord Stokes want to go snoop around, but you can tell him just about anything else. Tell him you'd like to go and, I don't know, explore the hidden part of the garden. Tell him you've always wondered what the inside of Calcutta House looks like. I don't know. Tell him you're trying to clear his father's name.
I shall see what I can do.
Thank you.
Of course. I should go, and perhaps you should freshen up before the luncheon.
Probably, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Vine. And would Lion head off to try to find Art?
Yeah.
As Lion steps away, Mum holds a hand out to Clifford.
Oh, yes, of course. And I put it in her palm.
She starts to put her hair back up. She goes, I've never done that before. I panicked. That was not my best work. I thought it would be better that whoever would think that me, the spinster, was in the garden with some young man, and perhaps it would be a good piece of gossip for once, instead of I'm snooping about men's business.
Well, certainly you think in chess. Myself, I found quite reactionary.
That was interesting.
It's
You
a
hopped
shocking
out
piece
at
of
the moment
information.
I had to think that you had done it. Please, you? No offense.
Ghastly.
You?
Yeah, yes. Not that I couldn't. But no, not that I would. Of course, it seems unlikely that anybody would, that anybody would
Right.
suspect me.
Yes.
So the
Right.
luncheon.
Well, first Calcutta House, but yes.
Yes.
And
Sorry,
you
my
see
head
she
is elsewhere.
she finishes fixing up her hair, and she goes, it's strange. I was going to make the final leap of friendship and offer that you perhaps call me by my first name going forward, but now that feels strange since you were just given a big lesson on your honor.
Perhaps just in our company, it's not so dangerous.
It would be quite a mouthful to say Lady Lucan every time. You cut out, I'm sorry.
Yes, of course. It's dreadful, the chains of formality.
Of course. So you would call me Margaret, then?
If that be your wish, of course, and you may call me Clifford.
How very friendly of us.
Yes, friendly. Yes.
And you guys start to head off towards Calcutta House, and her final comment on it before changing the subject or whatever is, I never did like when they called me Mum. So, it's a cruel nickname for a spinster. So, perhaps just the two of us, Margaret will do.
As you wish.
And before we see how or if Lion is able to procure that key, don't do that. It makes me insecure. We cut to the old people at the arriving at the luncheon first. But hello. You see Venus as you and Elias are about to leave your home. Elias has stepped out a little bit ahead of you as you stayed back to get a few things settled. And you see Renee Beckwith, your servant, comes up and she goes, Mom, were you aware that your cousin was given an invitation for the ball this evening?
My cousin was given an invitation. I wasn't even aware that she was back home. Did she write?
No, Mum. It's just I was looking over the invitation list for the ball this evening, and it is a larger guest list than what Her Majesty has been entertaining this weekend. More folks. They don't say folks. It's Southern. Sorry. More people coming in just for the evening. And I noticed your cousin's name was on it. I did not know that you were in contact with her still after what had happened.
No, I mean, we still have been in friendly contact with each other. What of her husband? Charles? Is he attending as well?
He was not listed, but it did not say the reason for his absence.
Hmm.
I know how you feel about Charles. I'm sorry to
No, it's
pass
it's
that
fine.
news.
It's quite interesting that she's coming along, but it would be nice to see her, even though it is a surprise. Well, I assume that she'll be probably arriving later tonight, maybe, or even this afternoon. I'll have plenty of time to speak with her, I guess.
That is the thing, Mom. I was going to let you know she has arrived early. She's here now.
Already? Well, what's the harm of catching up with my dear cousin? It's been a while.
Absolutely. Would you like me to fetch her for you?
Oh, yes, but of course. I mean, we still have time.
And you see that, like, Renee lets you know she'll bring you and Calla to meet, and you guys can go to this luncheon together. She's cleared it with George. It'll be okay to have one extra person for lunch. And you see you are brought out to the pathway between the, what is the name of your house? Someone help me. Milan? Is that the Milan house? From the Milan house to the main estate. And you see Renee Beckwith returning back with your cousin, Calla, Lady Farrell. Your cousin steps into your view. This short woman, mid-50s, pale, like rosy face, blue eyes, blonde hair, that kind of deal. You haven't seen her in a little bit. It hasn't been like an extremely long time, but it probably hasn't been, maybe been a few months since you've seen her. She's been away to the countryside for a bit with her husband. And she greets you as she comes closer. Cousin, I did not... Well, I suppose I should have known you would be here, being so close with the Queen and all. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you. I'm just a little surprised. Is everything okay?
Oh, certainly. I needed an away to the countryside anyway, and I was mortified that I had missed the Queen's invitation until so last minute.
Well, I mean, you know how she loves her parties. I'm sure she wouldn't mind having an addition.
That is my greatest hope. Of course, I hope I would not inconvenience her at all, and I have arrived early, which is just like me, of course, to get the timing all wrong and such. But no, this was needed. So, are you I hear there's a luncheon of sorts.
Oh yes, of course. Are you ready to go? Do you need to freshen up or anything? I've got some things back in my room.
I think I'm all right. If you're ready, so am I.
All right. Well, you must catch me up on everything you've been up to on our way over.
Kind of like loops her arm in yours, and as you're walking over, she's just telling you, kids are good. Charles is good. He's back in town for a little while. He's not stationed anywhere at the moment. And you guys arrive at the luncheon. We see Elias was just a few steps ahead of you. Gloria and Harlan are already here. The American twins are both already in attendance, along with Belle Lewis, and of course now Calla and Venus. What are you shaking your head at?
Belle Clark. Belle Lewis is a person you know.
Oh, I think Belle Lewis, if you're watching this, shout out. That's crazy. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out Belle Lewis.
She's here?
So.
We're right off stage.
Sorry, guys. Oh my god, kill me. Okay. There's so many NPCs. We see, everybody's here. Before the Ariocs arrive, Harlan and Gloriosa, what would you be doing at this luncheon? Food has not been served yet.
I think Gloriosa is probably trying to make conversation. She doesn't like these Americans. Yeah, so, are you all enjoying the weekend? hope you find it to your taste. It's all dreadfully English. Wouldn't you know it?
Not a problem at all, of course. We have really enjoyed our time in England. This is, I don't know which one's speaking, probably Linus.
Neither does Gloriosa, that's fine. They look
Nathaniel.
just the same.
Nathaniel's, yeah, of course. And, you know, it's been so wonderful to get to spend time with Belle, and just, you've been so accommodating, Your Majesty. Thank you so much. Give me an insight check on both twins.
Me? Okay.
Me?
17.
17. Nathaniel's holding pretty strong. Linus looks like he's about to throw up. Like, of anxiety.
My good sir, are you all right? Shall I ask George to fetch you an extra glass of water or some salts? My goodness.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Oh my, George.
So, I know we were in separate carriages. I didn't get to ask much about you two. What do you study?
Like, Linus looks so unreasonably nervous. Nathaniel goes, both of us are in the pre-law program.
Pre-law. Lovely. And that's still applicable over the pond.
Can you say that again? You cut out.
And that's still applicable over the pond.
Yes, Your Majesty. If we chose to return to America, there would be work there. Yes.
Incredible.
Yes, I'm sure in the colonies in America, I'm sure law is quite the respectable profession over there.
Yes,
is that right?
quite.
Wonderful.
They are some of the best at spectacle, dear.
Oh, American lawyers.
Americans in general.
Oh yes, they are quite good at a big old mess, aren't they? Huh.
Exactly.
Yes.
What other
do you make
rapscallion
of
would
the business
hide in the
Canada?
bushes to fight?
Oh, I'm so
Yes,
sorry. You both spoke at
right.
once. What was it?
Aaron's was better. Do Aaron's.
I mean, what other rapscallions would hide in the bushes to fight?
Oh yes, you're right. I'm sure they thought it dreadfully clever, but my goodness, oh, a very primeval.
Oh, creative.
That's
Of
a
course.
much better word for it.
Of course. Yeah. And as you guys are being so mean to him, the Ariox and a woman you vaguely know to be Venus's cousin, you've met her a time or two, enter the luncheon. You know that Kala was supposed to come to the ball this evening, but you also know she's a bit early.
Had I been warned, or is this the first time hearing that she's early?
George had already let you know that she was early, and she would be joining the luncheon.
Awesome, love George. Here you all are. Come and join us. I was worried we were going to be you a party.
Well, of course. Hope we're not too late. Had to go pick up my cousin. You've met her a few times.
Yes, a bit in passing. She seems a bit quiet right about now.
Oh, she's had a long journey. I'm sure after some lounging about, we'll do just fine.
If at all
Wonderful.
possible, since you got warning, I think if we discussed the seating at all, and I knew this, I feel as though Venus must be sitting next to her cousin.
Okay. I don't know how much. Joe didn't tell me to make a plan. I don't know if
Hey,
there's much.
I know, I'm just saying for Joe's sake, when she hears this, when she edits because she hates us and likes to disappear, and if we're 15 minutes without teacher...
Teacher
perfect.
left, time to throw a party, everybody stand on the
Teacher
desks.
left.
Throw food.
Only they'd bring it. My goodness, must be ravished. Should we wait for Joe? Should we
I
keep
feel
going?
like-
Just vamp, just vamp.
She just yelled at me for not talking. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, she just texted me very all caps, keep going.
I think Elias. So Venus would sit next to her cousin.
Probably, yeah. She hasn't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
Does
And
that
Elias
allow
would be sat
Elias-
next to Venus.
Okay, yeah. I sit. Not anxiously.
Not anxiously.
Not at all.
Not at all.
You're being so normal right now.
You know, when I designed the estate, I really should have invested in a larger kitchen so the prep work wouldn't have been so tedious.
You guys thought putting 4 PCs in a room and leaving for 2 minutes wouldn't be that big of a deal. I thought you guys would just talk. Sorry. You guys all go.
We didn't know if you could
"Oh,
hear us still.
Sorry.
That's
You
important.
know, you play the person that it was the most shocking for them to be here. Of course we'd want to speak to them, and then you walked away.
Joe, I don't know how to play this game. Two
I've
couples.
introduced a Keystone PC that everyone wants to interact with and then disappeared. Effectively taking the
Joe, you're
Keystone
so
with
robotic right now.
You
That
do
sounds
sound a bit like
so-
you're in the microwave.
Yeah,
You
you,
left.
you
Yeah.
sound like you're in the
Oh.
microwave.
me. Goes spinning slowly as Michael waves.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
Am I fixed? Am I better?
you're better.
You are
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
you
Cal is
crash-
here. What do you want to say to her?
Just you crashing out in the microwave.
You fell off, but you're Joe back.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes,
Carla's here.
I had met with the Lady Carla a few times previous. How was your journey? Were you comfortable?
She bows to you, or curtsies, and she goes, "It was a lovely journey. I do quite love coming out to the countryside."
Wonderful. I'll be glad to have you here. I'm sorry you've missed all the festivities. You're here early for the ball. Miss Fox Hunt this morning. Quite the spectacle.
Is that so? And who was victorious?
Oh, Her Majesty, of course, as
Oh.
always.
Oh, I'm not shocked by that news at all.
Well, I fear the competition was a bit
lacking.
It was a walk in the park. What can I say?
And of course,
Our American friends.
and of course, happy wedding anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you, my darling.
My husband and I have just hit, what is it now? 27. Venus, am I counting right?
Does sound about right, yes. 27. Been quite a
Oh,
long time.
Wonderful.
Venus and I hadn't really seen each other much since children, and then we reconnected at well, I believe it was her son Edward's not funeral. I believe it was her son Edward's wedding.
Nicholas.
What did I say?
Edward. You did it again earlier today. His name is not Edward. It's okay, my
No,
beautiful.
don't say no to the DM.
Let me
It's
start
okay,
over.
gorgeous. It's okay,
Um,
gorgeous.
Let me kill myself really quickly.
No!
Does Kala not remember Venus's son's name? That'd be
No,
funny.
she says it right. No, she says Venus and I had not seen much of each other since we were children, but we reconnected again when I came to Nicholas's wedding, her eldest son. I almost said Edward again.
Yes, we missed seeing Charles there, but it was nice to see you, and you got to meet some of the family, and it was a great wedding. Oh, my first son's. Oh, someday I wish that for Datura, but it just has not come yet.
Oh, it'll come.
Datura shall have his day. He is quite the charming young man.
Yes.
Yes, quite. Very charming.
he will find a lovely young woman, if he so wishes, and I will plan everything.
Yes, and hopefully she finds him just as lovely.
But of course.
I'm sure she will. It is my understanding, if gossip may be believed, that Datora has taken quite a shine to Our Lady Genevieve Thistledown.
Oh, really? I did suggest he gets to meet some of the ladies here, but I've not had much of the honor of talking with her that much, but, well, if he so wishes, I guess that is that.
She is absolutely darling. I'm sure they will make a wonderful pair. Do you agree, Sir Ariok?
You just see uncontained, like, Gloriosa, like, catches uncontained rage for a moment, and then calmness as he's, yes, that could be quite a lovely pairing, I'm sure. If she wishes to do that to herself.
It seems that I'm so sorry, Majesty. But I just remembered we had this little thing we needed to sort out. Would you mind if we excuse ourselves while we're waiting for the rest of the party to arrive?
Oh, they are taking their own sweet time? I suppose not.
Right, well, Carla, I'll be right back. You enjoy. Don't mind them. They're actually quite nice. And we'll be right back. And she
Actually, I
quickly,
have not met the other young lady in attendance, so I shall go and make myself known. And she'll go and introduce herself to Belle, so that the 4 men are by themselves and she's not sitting with them awkwardly.
So she brings, wait, I was going to talk to my husband. I wasn't going to talk to Gloriosa.
Yeah.
Oh! Sorry.
I'm in trouble.
I thought... Sorry. I thought when you said that to Gloriosa, you were like, hey, can you come talk to me for a minute? I understand.
No, I was just saying, like, I'm so sorry we have to leave. No, I wasn't very
Kala
clear.
will stay with the royal couple then, and Elias and Venus take a walk.
Yeah. What is it that is ailing you? You are acting so strange.
I am acting the same way I always am.
I don't know what it is that you're trying to plan with our dear son, Datora, but you know, I'm not going to bite you if you tell me what it is.
Our son, I love him dearly. No matter how many times it seems I don't, I do love him. But I also have respect for any woman or lady who's to come across him, and has the misfortune of doing so, because I know his marriage would not be for love. It would be to futz around with a charade to the public. So if he's going to do that, I would much rather just find a woman who agrees with that than him making a fool of someone.
Well, I think, although you say you do love him, and that I do agree with, because other than recently, you have actually been a very good father. But wouldn't you agree that it would be better for him to find someone he actually enjoys spending time with? And other than this mystery suitor that I don't know anything about, although I could find out if I really tried. I mean, paperwork is quite easy to get.
It's in my desk. I can give it to you later. I would, if I trusted him to do that, yes, it would be fine, but I don't trust him to do that. He acts just like his father, does he not?
Well, putting that aside, because I think that any child will pick up certain qualities from either parent, you can't really expect him to marry in and be happy with whoever it is instead of someone of his choosing. You don't want that for him too, now do you?
No, I don't. However, attempting to give him a time frame of which to... he's too lazy. He'd do it at the last minute. For example, finding out that I've begun to do it, and he's suddenly very interested in every unwed woman in this house.
Well, maybe he will find someone. Who knows? There are so many women out there to choose from. What's the harm of letting him choose? He's our son, after all. I mean, yes, he's got his quirks about him, but... I mean, shouldn't we give him the opportunity to find happiness in his life?
And he, I assume they were walking, like, arm in arm around... Okay. He pauses and faces Venus towards him and takes both of her hands and just... I will... You're right. I will back off. He has a year. I've
That
ruined
is
the name
plenty.
enough. I don't wish for him to continue to ruin the name. I believe I was just trying to control something in a time of my life in which I can control nothing. How anyone feels about me, how you feel about me, who likes me, who doesn't like me. I was attempting to find control, and I do apologize for that. I will relinquish.
Although it is true that arranged marriages have not really done much for anyone present, that does not mean that I do not care for you. So, how about we put that aside, stop all of the self-bashing, and get back to the party instead of getting angry at, I don't know, Her Majesty sitting right in front of us?
Okay, well, and he like looks behind and then leans closer. He's like, okay, well, there's something in her eyes every time she looks at me, and it's disdain. I don't know what I've done. I have no clue, my darling, what I've ever done to... And he pauses. He's like, what she knows that I've done to cause disdain. I mean, she should be angry at, Lady Genevieve. She's stealing.
Lady Genevieve.
He leans close to your ear and whispers, she's stealing your highness's jewelry.
Majesty.
Your majesty's jewelry. My bad. Your majesty's jewelry.
Oh my, that is a shock. I mean, what does she think she's going to get away with? I mean, of course Her Majesty has many, many jewels, but I'm sure she would notice something she was missing if it suddenly showed up on another person.
Yes, especially here. I don't know. Perhaps at the lunch... We'll see today. I'm not sure what else could be the reason. I've heard it. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've heard it, darling. But you know how rumors form. Is there anything you've heard that I should be aware of?
I've heard of a few things. One about myself that is completely untrue, which I don't think it's important enough to share. And then you've got something about the king himself. I mean, the king sneaking into people's bedrooms at night. I don't know about that one. I mean, I know that he's a little rash at times, but with all these people present, I don't think he's that stupid.
Do you know whose room it was, or just someone's room?
That I do not know, but I have heard that he's been going around and sneaking in. I'm not sure who, or if it's been multiple, or just one, but makes me want to keep our house locked up closer at night.
Yes, that is strange. Alright. Well, you let me know if you hear anything else, and I shall let you know if I hear anything. Shall we return?
Yes, I think that we've been walking around long enough. Just one last thing. I've also heard that people have been talking about the poor unfortunate Lady David, and you are a name that's being brought up, so I would suggest staying very far away from the subject.
Who's been brought up?
Oh, Lady David,
And
you, together.
Well, bro, who said that?
Well, how am I supposed to know? You know how rumors pass around. From one person to the next, whisper in the crowd. How am I supposed to know?
Well, what do you think of it?
Please, I think we both know you very well, and I'm not bothered by it, but I am bothered that people are talking about it.
I tried to be discreet.
Discreet. In the garden. Husband,
Well,
I don't think that is discreet.
It was late, and the moon wasn't full, so I didn't think the light would shine on my pale skin. I do apologize. I did not think that. I will be more careful to.
Stealth check, both of you, right now.
Oh,
No!
Everyone
bro,
knows that
you
beef.
better be good at this, because she is. She's good.
Text,
Joe,
She's
you
good at
robot
this.
again. Joe, you
text
robot.
me your answers. Don't say them out loud. Text them to me.
Okay, I didn't
You
like
sound a
damage
bit
to
microwave
face.
again, darling.
Joe, you're in the
Up to
mic.
the
I got
dining
a
table,
nat-
and it's like, so Mr. Bordens, what is the penalty for theft?
Text
I almost
me.
told
Okay,
you guys
you're
what
out
I
of the
got.
microwave. Don't worry about it.
Wave.
Michael! Michael! Oh!
Michael, don't leave.
I felt it.
Don't leave me here!
Michael, you can't leave me here.
That was so loud. Alright,
Me?
Josie. Sometime today.
Josie, lie. Lie and
That's
slander.
women on women
I'm
crime.
not lying. I'm doing really well. I'm just typing out something.
I'm doing
But
really
please
well.
don't pit women against each other. Please don't pit women against each other.
Yeah, you guys have to stand
According to
strong.
While Venus and Elias are talking, Gloriosa wanted to. You are sitting with the American twins, Belle, your husband, and Kala. And I hear word that you would like to talk to someone.
I would like to talk to Carla. Thank you. My darling Lady Carla, and I assume I'm sitting next to Harlan.
Probably.
Okay. I think Gloriosa will make a show of putting her hand on top of Harlan's hand, sitting on the table, and say, "My darling Carla, it is such a travesty that your husband could not be with us. Have you come without him?"
Yes, I am afraid so. Charles has fallen ill. Nothing to be afraid of, but he is taking some time to rest before he heads back out on another tour. So,
Fallen ill? Oh, darling. Do you not fear what a man may get up to while you are away?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your meaning.
Hell, you know our darling men, we love them so. So you must have an awful lot of trust in your darling Charles to leave him for a weekend. All alone in a big country house. Are there no other darling ladies about? Are you not the jealous sort?
No, I do not believe Charles to be the adulterous type, if that is what you are implying.
Oh, type, darling. I mean, it is marriage, it is love. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, my darling. All is fair in love and war. I don't know a thing. Oh, I do find it to be dreadfully redundant. And she sort of leans over the table towards Carla a bit. It is so redundant. My dear Carla, love is war. And you are always sleeping with the enemy. But glad to hear your 27 years of marriage are built on such a rock-solid trust. That is wonderful to hear. Isn't that right, darling? And she squeezes Harlan's hand and looks up at him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's truly no better rock to build a relationship upon. You two always seem so happy.
Yes,
Of course,
darling.
we are quite happy. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I don't know where the rest of our darling party is. We shall miss luncheon entirely.
And as you are wondering where everyone's at, George steps up beside you, says, Your Royal Majesties, your youngest daughter, Her Royal Majesty, the young Princess Gale, has prepared a bit of a birthday gift for you.
Darling Gale. Well, tell us more, George.
She has requested that her mummy and daddy, I'm reading her words here, she's requested that mummy and daddy play her most favorite schoolyard game. I have the rules written here as well. Perhaps there's a bit of a delay in the kitchen. Perhaps you all could play it while we wait for the other guests and for the food to arrive?
I mean, if it's her wishes, of course.
Glory kind of shoots a look to Harlan like, do you know our youngest daughter's recording our game?
Of course, yes. Has she not played it with you? She's tried to get me to play. I refuse.
No,
I assumed she would be more convincing to you.
No, I feel I would have left that to Nanny.
Well, you'll find it interesting.
The game is called Anything Grows. And what you guys are about to play is basically D&D version of Truth or Dare. What I need you to do right now, however, George starts to set up the physical spell components to cast Zone of Truth that everyone must stand inside of for the duration of the game. Just you four, Gloriosa, Harlan, Venus, and Elias, send a question to me to be put into a jar that George will reach out of, ask the question, and each of you must answer it. You may text that to me privately.
We have to answer the question, and then everyone else has to answer the question?
Yes. They will draw, the questions are anonymous. It's in a jar, George will pick it. It's anonymous. All of you and the American twins and Belle must answer. And Kala must answer. The NPCs have also given questions. Text me what it is. But while you guys are thinking, I'm going to cut back to Genevieve. You are still very patient. As you arrive at Calcutta House, and you see Lord Arioch, the young Lord Arioch de Tura, sitting on a bench outside as if he's been there for a moment. You approach, de Tura says, It is locked. The gate, I fear. I did not know what you would want to do.
Did we need to go past the gate? I mean, there's plenty of room in between here and the house, I would imagine.
Silly me. Would you like to know what I know about your bracelet?
I would, yes.
Right. I do not ask you this question to offend you, because I think I know the answer, but it is a question I must ask. What is your relationship to His Royal Majesty the King?
The king? Why, I've hardly spoken to him. I've had one conversation in passing, and it was quite awkward. And Her Majesty the Queen was also there, and that was also quite awkward, I fear. There's no relation.
And what do you... Where did you get the bracelet?
Well, that's not quite fair. I think that I shouldn't have to answer 2 questions in a row. What do you know
Oh.
about the bracelet?
We're going to play a little schoolyard game, are we?
I mean, perhaps we could.
Ask me any other question first. I fear that your second one must be answered before I can answer your first. Any other question you'd like to know about me, if you'd like to go back and forth?
Is your stance on marriage still the same as it was this morning?
In what way?
In the way that I would only be your wife in name?
Would you wish for something else?
I would wish for a husband that loves me and a father that loves his children.
I am not opposed to the concept of love match. It has just never been something that has crossed my desk. My father has been trying to arrange me married to an earl's daughter since I was quite young, and I suppose many of the women I interact with are not much for love.
I can't imagine that there's never been any love before. You're quite romantic, I've noticed.
That's not what
But
people
perhaps
call me.
instead of... Well, it's hard to be known as a romantic when instead of combining those efforts into one person, you spread them out amongst multiple women.
Yes. If I stayed too long with one woman, they might meet my father, and that would... you can imagine.
I can't, actually. I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting him more than in passing.
Let's call it his pleasure. No, and trust me, you shall like me the longer that you know me and not know him.
So this fawning off on women, fawning over them, is that simply to prove to your father that you're not him? Based on the rumors that I've heard, that's quite something your father would do.
I think it's time for me to ask you a question.
As you wish.
Where did you get the bracelet?
It was my mother's.
Your turn.
A gift to her from my father before he passed.
Yes. Well, I have another question, but I believe it is your turn.
Do I want to know what the bracelet means? And if you say no, I'll trust you.
Probably not, but I do think that you should know. Is it my
All
turn?
right then. Yes.
How much do you know about your parentage?
Not much, I fear. My father passed before I was born, and well, my mother, she didn't make it much longer either. I was raised by my aunt and uncle. And they didn't speak of them.
Your turn.
Where did you find that there? You must have gone somewhere to get it, and I can't imagine that was an easy trek. I mean, I saw you not even hours before.
Yes, it's true. The moment I offended you with that rose, and the moment that you told me your son's name, I sent a servant out.
Well, how kind. See, I knew you were at least a little bit of a romantic.
And I could tell that you were at least a little bit of a rule breaker.
Is it my turn? Because I need to ask what you mean by that.
I don't know. I mean, I hate to be presumptuous. Though I am quite good at it. Your son. His father. We hear not much of him. And here, suddenly a lady in waiting. The queen looks a bit skittish around you. And very smartly avoiding my father. And wandering off in the opposite direction during the fox hunt. I just think you to be quite clever. And clever women in the society often don't last long. Mamlukan being an exception.
I fear it's harder for clever women. Men tend to like to perceive women as fragile flowers that they can take care of. And if that is your intention in a wife, as a fragile flower that you can put in a vase and admire on a shelf only when you please, I fear that, well, this conversation might as well end here.
Well, it's only after you shoved the rose back in my face and I felt that thorn that I thought I might come back. So, no, I would say my interest in you has only grown the more that you stray from politeness.
Well, I feel I'm not quite this frank with everybody, but there's some, I don't know, I loathe to say charm about you, that, well, I can be quite frank.
Do you want to know what that bracelet is?
I wouldn't want to spoil a conversation. And if it's as poisonous as everything else here seems to be, well, perhaps my image of who I once was can at least last a little longer.
I would hide it from the queen.
See, but, well, fox hunt kind of bores me. If she asks to put me through another one, I think I may have to cause a stir.
That is true. Matter of fact, why hide a gem such as that away if we should really wish for an entertaining weekend? An evening ball where the queen... well, no, to propose this ruse to you, I must tell you what the bracelet means, and you've asked to not spoil my handsome face with details. Is that?
I don't believe that's my wordage. I don't think.
I believe you mentioned something about how tall I was.
No, I don't think it was that either. Taller than your father, though, I'm sure.
Most are. What say you? What say we cause a stir?
If my name falls out
say-
of Her
what say
Majesty's
we-
good graces. Oh, if my name should fall from Her Majesty's good graces, you must marry me. You'd understand that, correct?
I was just about to say. What if we cause a stir? It is my understanding that Her Majesty is intending to marry you off this weekend. That is what I hear. That is what...
Mentioned some loathsome name to Terra once or twice, I think.
I would know a thing about him. But it is my father's intention to marry me off. It is the Queen's intention to marry you off. I think you someone that detests society's rules as much as I do. What say we cause a stir, wed on Sunday, and leave this place in flames, metaphorically. We could push to Monday, if that looks better.
I fear I must be serious again for a moment, if you'd allow me the pleasure. If we were to wed, I would not be a trophy, and you would not be a rake. Is that a deal we can make? Everyone else in this high society has made it very clear that they're comfortable with sharing their matrimony bed. I am not.
We have a deal. For a woman as exciting as yourself, I could not pass up such an opportunity.
So Sunday or Monday, which do you prefer?
Oh, everyone will be getting married on Sunday. Let's do Monday.
It will be my pleasure.
Are you sure you don't want me to tell you what the bracelet is? It might help
I fear now.
invoke that fiery passion that you need for this evening's ball.
I fear now that you must.
Men talk amongst themselves, and this is something that if you asked my father, if you asked D'Artagnan, the prince, if you asked the American twins, even, they would all be able to tell you the significance of that bracelet that you have on. Lord Stokes, I'm not sure. He keeps to the back, but every year or so, about £1,000 go missing from the royal treasury, where King Harlan is ordering custom-made lilac gold bracelets in bulk, it seems. And strangely enough, we hear tell of every time he becomes acquainted with a woman across seas, as a token of his goodbye and as a shorehold in case she should need money in the upcoming months, he leaves this bracelet with her as a token of his goodbye. And if you say that your father gifted this to your mother before you were ever born, I think one thing we have in common is that we both have fathers that are horrid.
Genevieve's face has like fallen throughout that entire explanation. She looks devastated. Well then. Perhaps our vows can simply not to be our parents.
I've never had anything better.
Quite detestable, are they not?
Can I call you Genevieve?
You may.
Genevieve, I don't wish to compromise you before the long wait for Monday. If you would allow me to I think it might be best if I take my leave, and I allow you to take some time to yourself before you arrive at luncheon, and I can stall your arrival.
I don't want to, just a wonderful husband in waiting. Thank you.
I must practice.
Yes, not a lot of time.
He stands up, he takes your hand gloved, kisses your knuckle, and walks away. Tell me how Genevieve feels right now.
She's going through, I think, every emotion in the book. Most of them are terrible. She's dealing with this fear of the fact that she's in this high society now, and, well, if that's what Harlan does, this man she's about to marry who's watched him his whole life, what if he does worse to her? And that's like the fear that she has right now. She's enraged over the fact that Harlan is okay with, but proudly displays his affairs, and that the queen says nothing. That, you know, she's thinking about her husband and about why he died, and she's thinking about herself now and why she's lived. And it's just a lot of turmoil.
Awesome. You go to find D'Artagnan, is that true and honest?
That is true and honest.
You find him in the, in one of the sitting rooms. He's seems to be getting ready to head out to the luncheon, but you find him.
Your Highness, if I may have a moment of your time.
Oh, of course. I was hoping to speak with you. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. What happened was that was not gentlemanly of me, and you told me not to, and I did, and
D'Artagnan.
I'm sorry, and I will go to France if you want me to, and we don't have to ever speak to each other again if you do.
Dart. I wish I could say I regret it, but I do not.
Okay.
It is the wrong choice. But God, in that moment it felt so right.
Fine, I can make it right. I've been in contact with my brother, and he's in France currently. Elias, my younger brother, he's in France currently, and if he should stop by and use his charms on Princess Iris, then perhaps I don't know. Perhaps France will be satisfied with a marriage to England in a different way. I can make this right. I can.
I want that so desperately, but you have to understand why I can't trust it.
I do not.
If it does not work, if you are still promised to Lady Iris and Princess Iris, and I steal you away from her, I will be assumed to be a problem, and it will reflect poorly on me, and I am in this. Your mother's kindness is the only reason I am here. I'm not a true member.
But then you shall be the future Queen of England, and there is no way to be a more true member of the Tolman than to be that. I mean, I don't mean to be untold, but look what my mother has done for my father's reputation. It would, and you are not my father in the way of a plummeting reputation. I hear nothing but good about you. Lady Lion. And in the same way that my mother has changed the minds of everyone in England, I will do whatever I must.
I think Lion, she leans in and she kisses him.
Give me a stealth check. Freak. Freak.
Yeah, I knew. That was on the floor. Alright, hold on. Hang on.
Text me.
I will.
Look at Nolan.
No, Nolan, no! Oh.
Okay. LOL, Hannah. Or not Hannah. No, Aaron.
Are people talking in the side chat that I'm not seeing? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see. I'm recording.
You kissed D'Artagnan. I'm gonna ask you a strange question. Are you ready?
Okay.
How much and where are you touching his body as you kiss him? This is important, I promise. I'm not just being weird.
No. I think she grabs his face and pulls him in.
Okay. Give me a perception check when the kiss ends.
It's pretty good. This is gonna be bad for me, but I rolled pretty good. 25.
You see, you grab his face, kiss him, he returns the kiss, pretty quickly pulls back, and just says, not here.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
The right thing, but not here. The line this evening. After the ball. Or perhaps during. Perhaps I might show you something.
What would you like to show me?
Are you wearing gloves?
Yes.
He reaches down, grabs your wrist, holds it up, here, finger by finger, tugs your glove off, places it on his chest, and says, anything. And through his shirt pocket, you can feel the outline of a key.
I have a favor to ask of you. It
All
was
right.
quite strange. You cannot tell. This must be a secret. Which I.
Well, obviously not.
I was asked.
He thinks you're still talking about meeting up with him later. He's like,
Yeah.
obviously not. Yeah.
I was asked to lie to you, but I can't bear it. There are rumors that your father is the one who drove away Lady Davis?
David. You see, he goes, absolutely preposterous, I assure you. My father is a flawed man, but he would not do such a thing.
And I do not believe it was him. I didn't even suspect until I was told of these rumors. However, Lady Lucan seems to think there is a way to clear his name in Calcutta House.
Lady Lucan? What would she care about clearing my father's name?
I am unsure. She has something between her and Lord Stokes.
I'm sorry. He takes your hand off his chest and kind of like helps you slide your glove back on as he's talking to you. He says, Lord Stokes and Lady Lucan.
From what I've seen, they deny it, but I mean, I thought it was Lord Stokes who was with the Lady David, but
Lord Stokes. I've never seen Lord Stokes speak to a woman without fainting.
Well, he spent quite a bit of time alone with Lady Lucan.
What have you seen?
She was rather dishevelled, and they were whispering together and saying they would not tell. She was saying she would not tell anyone what she knew of him. I don't
Lord
know.
Stokes.
I do not claim to know their motivation, but they asked for my help since they figured out I am acquainted with you when I called after you without proper titles.
Oh God.
So I need this.
Alright, what's they asking for? Gold? Oh.
A key to the back garden by Calcutta House. To apparently clear your father's reputation.
Alright. You see, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out, there's a few keys on a ring, and he shows you which one, and says, the one to Calcutta House, and the garden around it.
That's all they want from me. I shall tell you what we find, or you may come along. I doubt they would oppose it. They couldn't oppose it, really.
As much fun as it sounds to go on a double date with Stokes and Lucan, my parents are expecting me at
of course
the luncheon, and I fear they would notice if several of us were absent. My father might know that I feel a particular way about you, so he might notice if we were both absent, and if he knows it is only a matter of time before my mother does.
Of course, that is right. Then I shall meet you as soon as I can, and I will tell you what we find.
Very well. And I will see you at this evening's ball.
I shall see you at this evening's ball. I look forward to it.
Takes your hand, kisses your knuckle, and leaves you. You head to Calcutta House, I'm assuming?
I had to find Lady Lucan, and Clifford.
You remember them saying they were on their way to Calcutta House.
Oh, yes, then I head to Calcutta House. Sorry, I have forgotten. Memory bad.
You're so good. Clifford, just a little bit ahead of before line catches up. Just a little bit ahead of before line catches up with you. You two are walking. You've just had this exchange about the names and all of this stuff. And as you approach, you see Lady Genevieve Thistledown just sitting on a bench outside of Calcutta House.
And I'm with.
You're with Mom.
Margaret?
Oh yes, you're with Margaret. You're with Margaret. You're far enough away now. Genevieve has not yet noticed you. What do you do?
Margaret, now we've entered, I feel a period of friendship, of course, and so as such I feel there is one thing I should be candid about. The Lady Thistledown that has recently arrived sent forward a letter with some damning information in regards to my boxing career, and asked to have a conversation with me. And as such, well, you see, I think that perhaps I should have that.
Right. What? I have heard, I have heard conversation about what the Queen hopes for Lady Genevieve this weekend. I do hope you're not planning on participating in that ruse.
And what ruse might that be?
Well, I don't mean to be brash, but she appears out of nowhere, and from what I hear is demanding a husband from the Queen.
Husband? Well, no, no, it's not my intention. I simply mean to discover. Well,
yes.
Yes. To
clear your
protect
name.
my own secret. Exactly. Yes, you understand.
Right. So you would like me to take a lap, as it were?
If it does not ill suit you, if it does not cause you undue distress.
Well, I mean, if a man commands it, I suppose I must.
Oh.
And she turns and...
You won't get me again.
She turns and walks away. And yeah, you see Genevieve has not yet noticed you, but if you approach, she does.
Yes. I do.
Genevieve's zoned out. You're gonna have to say something.
The player, am scared. Okay.
I'm not gonna bite you. You're okay.
Don't you want to be my son-in-law?
A serendipitous encounter. It seems fate drives us together, at least for a chance conversation.
At least for a moment, it seems.
Yes.
Lord Stokes.
Well,
I believe I started the last one, so.
Yes, well, you seem to have rather more information about me than most.
Oh, I do hope you didn't assume that I was going to use that against you. Oh, you did, didn't you?
Being as the company we are forced to keep, an air of caution is quite often the best avenue.
See your point. No. I wanted to be upfront with you that I knew, and, well, I don't know, perhaps you'd seen me in the same place, and I wanted to clear the air about that first.
Fair enough, I suppose it hadn't... No, please, continue.
Oh, my apologies if any ill intentions seem to be written in.
Well, you write with the as kind a voice as that with which you speak.
Thank you. That's quite kind of you.
I hope you don't think me a brute for my hobbies. The company I might keep.
No. Of course not. Well, I mean, if I knew I must keep at least some of the same company.
Yes, I quite to the same, in the same manner. Of course, I would never use the information for anything untoward, but I do wish to inquire, I suppose. It puzzles me. To what end do you find yourself in such locales?
Well, the tincture that I had given you, I find myself, I'm a young widow with a young child, and sometimes for a few extra coin I'll sell herbs or medicines, and what better place to sell medicine than a place where people maim each other to some extent?
Reasonable entirely, of course. Of course.
Glad you think
Well,
so.
it is certainly a weight off my shoulders to know. There's not a target on my back, as it were.
There never would have been. I fear. How much do you know of my intentions here this weekend?
Well, I've only recently heard, a rumor, as it were, I suppose.
A rumor?
A rumor? The only the best way to describe it, I suppose, that you were here to wed.
Well, young widows. You know,
Yeah.
all cut from the same cloth, it seems. And I had heard, well, prior to my arrival, I fear that I may have written with some intention of pursuing you, and I heard on my arrival that you were quite close to proposing to another. And so anyways, I heard that you were quite close to proposing to another, so I don't want you to think that my only intention in writing to you was to woo you. You see,
No, of course not.
I had seen you before, and on mere sight, I fear you look quite like my late husband. And not a good reason to pursue someone, I know, but well, I hope you forgive.
No, there's nothing to forgive, in the least. I feel for your loss. Though not in the romantic sense, I see. To this day, I see my parents in any crowd that I might pass. It's not an easy thing to forget.
What? And loss when your heart is, I think, the hardest loss of all. A loss when you're young is the hardest loss of all. I said that wrong. Oh.
Yes, well, I fear we are still young, and there may yet come hard losses, I suppose.
And if nothing else from my letter, I do hope you know that you have a friend.
And you as well.
And I appreciate that greatly. I should head to mention, I fear.
Of course, yes. I'm sure I shall see you there.
I'm sure. But until then,
As this conversation, I'm sorry. As this conversation,
it's all yours. It's all yours.
As this conversation is coming to an end, rather going back a little bit, while they're having this conversation, Lion, you catch. You're heading towards Calcutta House, and you see Mom.
Oh my God!
No, I'm not doing that. Don't worry. That's crazy. No, you see Mom kind of like boredly examining a topiary.
Is Clifford just the nicest dude getting like seen in the worst, most compromising situations with multiple women?
I'm not even doing that.
Only by Lion though. It's only Lion.
Yeah, just by one person. It's like totally schizo. Like I swear he's out there.
Yeah. No. You see Mum Lucan boredly examining a topiary, a little bit away from Calcutta House.
Lady Lucan.
By herself.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I expected Lord Stokes to be with you.
Oh yes, he needed to step away. What was your interaction with His Highness?
She holds up the key.
Oh, good God. You you are a troublemaker yet.
I wouldn't quite say that, but if that's how you would like
Now
to
that-
view it.
Lion, now that our men's company has ceased, you love him, do you not?
I do. But as I told you before, that may not be an option for me, a love match.
Right. I don't know if you knew this about me. I was once to be wed, I know, spinster such as myself. But yes, I had a fiance, and we got all the way to our wedding day. Before, well, we must have gotten the dates mixed up, I suppose, because he did not show.
I'm sorry.
So
that's awful.
It is long ago. I say that, I share that with you to say that whether it is a love match or an arranged one likely does not matter all that much. I mean, the king and queen were arranged, and they go back and forth from being, it seems, quite a happy in love couple and not. The Ariochs were arranged, and they it seems, deeply unhappy. My parents were a love match, and they are deep.
Both simultaneously.
My parents were a love match, and they are deeply unhappy. But I have friends who were in arranged marriages, and they've never been happier. The idea of if it is a love match or not does not necessarily doom it or guarantee it. It is about how much the two of you want to work towards it, and it seems that John did not want to work towards anything. But perhaps D'Artagnan will.
What you are trying to say, Lady Lucan. However,
Margaret.
It is not so simple for me. If he believes he has a way for things to work between the two of us, and it would be my greatest wish. However, if anything were to come out before his plan is enacted, it will ruin us both, and then there is no match arranged or love or otherwise.
My darling Lion. I'm a few years your senior, and far more bitter. And allow me to tell you, let him try. If he loves you enough to try, perhaps let him. He has incredible sway within the kingdom. Let him attempt to make it work, and if it does not, you shall be ruined together. Is that not the most perfect thing you could ask for?
I suppose.
And if it works, you shall be the Queen of England. And if it works, you shall be the Queen of England.
It's unbelievable to even think that a possibility, but...
And besides, I did not think you to be one who gives up easily. I know a lot about women, and I know a lot about men. And it is rare to meet a woman such as yourself be so desperate to re-enter the society that has chewed her up and spit her out that you would crawl your way back from nothing.
I do not do this for myself. It is for my mother and all that she lost. I suppose I have the opposite problem my mother did. I don't know how much rumor you've heard about my family. My father was a commoner, she was cast out of the town, and all she wants is to be back part of this society that she grew up in. So I told her I could do that for her. It would
Why
be
do you
selfish.
think your mother wants you to be a part of the canopy?
I think she wants a better life for me, perhaps. For herself. She's lived a rather miserable existence since I've been born. If I am cast out as well, even if it is at D'Artagnan's side, which would be joyful for me, I can't help thinking about how selfish that would be.
I cannot speak for your mother, and I cannot tell you what to do, although I just have told you what to do. But my point remains, you cannot live the rest of your life in search of what is best for your mother. At some point, you have got to do what is best for you. And I hate to admit that future could involve a man, and not just you on your own, but not everyone, I suppose, can stay a part of the canopy without a husband. You might as well make use of the system you're in. And good God, if you can find true love in it, it could be worth all the worthwhile.
Well, I have stupidly agreed to meet him tonight, so perhaps I will follow your advice.
And you chastise Lord Stokes for untoward behavior. My.
I suppose it is not my place.
Enjoy it. Whatever you and the prince get up to this evening, even if it does not turn into a marriage and a future crown on your head, enjoy it. That is the one thing I regret about John and I, is that I did not enjoy a moment of it. Because I was waiting for that wedding day that never came.
Thank you, Margaret. Your advice is appreciated, and I shall do my best to take it to heart. Should we find Lord Stokes, or...
I believe that is that time, yes.
I trip through the brambles and fall face first in front of the both of them.
Face first, half naked.
No. I stumble a little, but I remain upright.
Oh my, okay.
Lord Stokes.
Yes,
Excellent.
sorry,
Look what we've
not
gotten.
to interrupt. Wow,
No, please.
quick work.
All that men want to do is to interrupt when women are talking. That's fine.
Yes,
What
well,
did you overhear?
Not a thing, I assure. I just was lost in my own thoughts, as it were.
Right, okay.
Right.
Shall
Lady
we?
Traxcom, do you wish to accompany us to Calcutta?
Yes, I told His Majesty I would update him on our findings, my findings.
Give me a deception check, you freak, because you said our at first.
Sure did, yeah, I realized.
Clifford, you can give insight.
That's fine.
Doing
Joe, I thought
things
you
on
were
a
about to
rolling
call her
dice.
on the titles.
What did she say?
Majesty. It's Highness.
Oh, fuck. Pretend I
That's
said
Joe.
Highness, because
Joe
I've
forgot
never
it.
messed
Joe
up
forgot it.
before.
Joe's
I've never
not
messed up
a
before,
proper
so...
part of the canopy.
Do you think, Genevieve, would you stay nearby enough that you would see them as they go into Calcutta House, or are you booking it? Does Hannah want Genevieve to be a part of this?
As much as
Or-
Hannah, want her to be part of it, I think she would have just gone back.
Okay.
And I
So
must
Genevieve's
be true to
sitting
my
back.
character.
That's totally fine. I totally get it.
Do you want us to say our
what did
rules
you do
or
on the-
tech? Oh,
Yeah, just say them right now.
24.
25.
Oh! Damn it!
You caught that word slip.
Yeah.
Oh, our findings, as in
I misspoke.
what exactly?
I misspoke. I told him.
How exactly? What did you tell him to get the key from?
That I intended to clear his father's name and believed there was evidence that would do so in Calcutta House and exactly
and you said
what
you
you
would
told
be doing
me.
this.
Yes, and of our involvement.
Okay, look, I may have told him the truth. But listen,
Ryan.
he will not tell. I told him I told him the two of you know of
Both of us. I was really
Yes, it's
hoping
wonderful.
that you would just compromise me. I was hoping to keep Lord Stokes out of it.
He says
Interesting.
go
Yes.
Lord
No, it's
Stokes if it helps.
What? What did Lion say?
I said he says go Lord Stokes if it helps.
No, certainly it's wonderful to know that one of the most powerful men in England knows of my
He will
goings
not.
on.
No, he will not tell. He believes it is to help save my What is this accent today? My reputation. So, his lips are.
Oh my
sealed.
god.
Lady Lucan, I do believe that this is a problem without a solution in this moment, and that
He will
I
not
suppose the only way through is
betray me.
forward.
If I tell him not that you mean no harm.
I have no choice but to trust you on that.
Yes, if we are to believe what... Never mind. And she turns and walks with the key towards the gate. Goes over, unlocks it. Do you guys all three enter Calcutta House?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Give me
yeah.
investigation checks, you two.
Damn it.
Mum
Dice
Lucan
has yet
sees
to roll.
all.
Roll less than a 16 today.
Go. Don't say
I
that,
rolled a
you'll change
2.
Investigation. I got a 6, gang.
Okay,
Ew, I
let's
hate
see what
that I
Mum
said
Lucan got.
gang. Mum Lucan, save us, Mum Lucan.
Okay. It takes you all a long while before you find anything. It seems like when they left this morning, obviously when all of their things are gone, there's not much left in the house other than just some furniture and that kind of thing. But you're looking through trying to find any kind of personal effects. And although it takes you a long while, Lion, you are looking through like some dresser drawers and things like that. You find like a perfume bottle she left behind and these kind of things. Clifford, you are looking in kind of what is the study in this house, probably where Merton would be working if he was working at all while here. And you see a piece of paper kind of wadded up and shoved at the very bottom of the wastebasket.
I read it.
Would you call Mum and Lion in or read it by yourself first?
I'm gonna read it myself first.
Okay. Ready? I'm gonna read it to you.
Read it to me.
Okay. 10, 9, no, I'm just kidding. It has the header of like Merton David's stationery, basically. but this is very clearly a woman's handwriting. Sir Elias Arioch, our time together in the garden evening last should not have happened. I have never even had Merton to guide me in matters of passion. Our wedding night was a horrid one, and I have not been familiar with him since. I should not have allowed you to lure me into such horrendously sinful behavior. I feel like a right foolish girl. The way you primped and preened in front of me, a man like yourself, a man in general, but a rich man, an older man, a duke, a man of military rank. I suppose I expected you to know what was best for me. You found me crying, and I suppose you knew how to guide a girl like me. I suppose you had guided many young girls like me before. You knew how to fix my woes. The way you touched my hand bare, it alighted in me unfamiliar and sinful feelings. Then when you loosened my corset, touched me elsewhere, I fell victim to your wiles, and I did not know any better. I am a right foolish girl, and my husband should be sickened to look at me. I am sickened to look at me. I did not say no, but I did not think I could, to a man who has the King of England wrapped so tightly around his finger. Oh, this might as well be a diary entry, for I shall never send it. Nay, I shall be rid of it. For I, Lady Scarlet David, shall not be ruined by your... Shut up. For I, Lady Scarlet David, should not be ruined by your insistence to have everything your way. My husband shall forgive my foolishness. Will the Ton forgive yours? The handwriting getting weak, those last two sentences, and then signed at the bottom, Lady Esti, Scarlet David.
Rather convenient we all use our full names.
Their government IDs are on here.
Their passports.
Birthday.
Lady Scarlet. Good thing she thumbprinted at the bottom. Lady Scarlet
Two
David.
blood droplets. How'd she even get his?
Fucking. Hey, I'm disheartened with the actions. I suppose I call to the ladies.
What did you
Give
find?
it to me.
Of course.
Yes,
I'm like reading over.
just in
her shoulder.
shocked silence, yeah.
I think
Oh
Lion and
my-
Mom's mouth slowly dropping
Yeah.
more and more as they drink further down.
Oh my god. I am so sorry I made the assumption this was you.
I'm sorry. I suppose you had guided many young girls like me before? How much older is he than her?
Quite a bit.
Well, she is my age, I
Yes.
believe. And he is what, 60? No, that can't be. Jaytura is only 25.
Old enough to be my father, that's for sure. His wife is like a mother to me.
Old enough to know better. Old enough to deserve a lesson.
Hey, asshole.
Venus.
Get down. I'm so sorry. I
Lion,
didn't have time to mute myself.
Lion. You
Yes.
are quite close with Lady Venus.
Yes, I am. Oh,
She cannot
please
find out about
don't
this.
make me talk
She-
to more people. I
No,
cannot.
no. That is exactly it. I do not want you to talk to Lady Venus. She cannot find out until everyone does, because then she will sweep it under the rug and make it go away. Yes.
Oh, but deceiving her feels much worse. Maybe. Oh.
We should just not talk to her at all.
She will notice if I don't talk to her. We are quite close. She is the one who brought
Worry
me into
not.
the canopy.
I believe. Don't believe you'll have time to talk to her before I find the Lord.
All right.
So
That is so.
Let's cut from Calcutta House for just a moment and go back to the game just now beginning with our two couples.
Can I have a short
dear.
rest maybe at any point?
Yes, but everyone that needs one can take a short rest.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
One
Yes,
quick
darling.
question.
Yeah.
Quick thing is, Harlan, before the game starts.
Yeah.
I imagine that since we are asked to play this schoolyard game, that we must play it by all their sort of rites and rituals. So I've told that they tend to sit cross-legged in the grass in a tight circle, that their secrets might not escape. And I imagine, my knees and the cane will help, but I imagine we can just sort of circle our chairs tightly together.
George
in the
says,
spirit.
The princess's instructions did not say anything about the sitting. It just says, Dear George, this is Gail, the princess. I am aware that it is Mummy and Daddy's 30th anniversary this weekend. I am hoping you will make them play my favorite game as their gift from me. I have planned it for them. Below are the instructions. And yes, it just says, and he reads off the instructions, and it doesn't say anything about the
She's
chairs.
really gone on about that every time she's tried to get me to play.
Precocious. How old is she now?
13.
I'm so sorry.
She what,
I didn't hear a word you said.
14? Oh, I said she's awfully precocious. How old is she now? 14? My goodness.
Yes, quite.
All of you have sent me things. It is the four of you, and then Datura.
Are we circling the chairs? Please, I must know.
Yes, you're circling the chairs.
Thank you. Fuck, thank you.
The twins, Belle, you four, and I don't think Datura's back yet. Datura and Genevieve are both somewhere in transit. They have not started. They have not gotten back.
Is Kala playing?
Kala is playing, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Chairs put in circle. They're ready. It's time. George has everyone write and put into a little jar, and he swirls it around with his finger. And he reaches out. You guys are under the zone of truth spell. Anytime that you are speaking, you have to tell the truth. You are incapable of lying. We will go ladies first. So we will go Gloriosa, Venus, Elias, Harlan. Okay? I have to
Just
go
to confirm,
first.
we can omit information. We just cannot say something untrue, correct?
That is the wording of the spell.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that this wasn't a homebrew where I was misunderstanding you. Because I've seen it both ways.
This is the classic Zone of Truth. Where
classic children's game.
If you're going to play the game right, if you're going to play Anything Grows Right, you must say something. It is not fun at all if you're going to not say an answer. But yes, technically, although your silence or omission might look suspicious, you don't have to answer.
You want to be a pansy.
The first question, and he goes, righto. The first question is, what was your first sexual experience? Your Majesty, I believe you were first.
This is a horrid question. I do not know who wrote it. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. How dreadfully common. Gloriosa is going to pick her words very carefully. My first sexual experience happened when I was 18. I was 18 years old. And it was with Harlan, obviously. He is my husband.
And did you enjoy it?
Oh, Your Majesty, that is not the rules of the game. Next!
No follow-up questions.
Lady Venus, I believe it is your turn.
Why, it was so many years ago. I mean, I'm young still. Oh, no, I'm really not, but it's okay. First. No, I'd say I was about 17. Next question.
Okay, Elias.
It's to just at his wife. Oh dear. I'm quite old, I don't remember. I also believe I was 18. Yes.
And before Harlan answers, it's the NPC's turn. Both American twins have some dreadful answer. Nathaniel's probably never, and so is Belle. Linus is a dreadful answer. It's probably, I don't know, 16 or something. He goes on a little too long with a little more detail than was probably required about who exactly this woman was. And then Harlan.
I had just returned from away. I was scantily post-pubescent, and I found myself in my hometown.
Righto. Ooh. George picks the next one up. I do hope this one is more fun. Oh, good. Have you ever intentionally spread a rumor that you knew to be false?
Yes. Next question.
Elias? Or no, Venus?
No, I do not believe I have.
Elias?
No. Not at all.
I would like to remind you, you cannot lie under this spell. Is that true for Elias?
Yeah, unless Danika
Okay.
is misremembering something, and you
I don't-
remember more.
I can't think of a specific instance, it just doesn't feel right. And you see both twins and Belle say no. Harlan. Oh
Absolutely.
my god, Calla didn't answer. Calla didn't answer the first question or this one. I'm so
Oh.
sorry. I forgot about her. Sorry.
You
For the
forgot
first-
a woman?
My cousin?
forgot a
Come
woman?
on, man.
Sorry.
Oh.
The first question, she outright refuses to answer. And the second one, no, I have not intentionally spread a rumor that was false. Harlan.
Of course, the most recent being that Thrip is not purebred.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Heinous. That's heinous.
Heinous. The next one is drawn. What is one thing that everyone has stolen from Witherfield Estate?
This is my house. I live here.
Venus.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. What was the question again?
What is one thing that you have stolen from Witherfield Estate?
Oh my, stolen from the state. No, never.
Elias.
He does not look at Gloriosa.
He looks at him.
It's... I do apologize. I stole a rug.
Oh.
A rug, we have plenty of those at home. Unless you have decided that my taste is no longer satisfactory.
I was a bit drunk and I thought it would be funny if I returned it somewhere it wasn't supposed to be. Can we move on?
All three NPCs say nothing. What are you talking about? Harlan, this is your house.
First of all, I'm disappointed.
it.
I was trying to find out where the silverware had gone, but heaven forbid. We used to have a weather vane, and it was mysteriously struck, and I was ordered to take the terrible thing down, but I keep it in the basement.
I hate that weather vane.
Why?
Yes.
How
It's
did
a
you get to the
gorgeous weather
basement?
vane.
Beautiful.
Alright. Do you know that you... Whatever.
He pulls another question. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I think Gloriosa goes to say no, and then she says, "No, of course not, but possibly third."
Venus?
What a rather strange question to ask, but yes, I would think that yes, I do believe in love at first sight.
Elias?
Yes.
Calla says yes. Nathaniel and Belle both say yes. Linus says no. Harlan?
I do believe one can find love at first sight. It just may take 2 or 3 tries for the love to find them.
All right. He pulls another one out. What do you regret most in the last 48 hours? Gloriosa, I believe that was you first, darling.
Thank you, George. It is difficult. I must have a think. I fear my biggest regret of the last 48 hours is that I put a bit too much trust in myself, and, well, you know how it goes. There's always a sort of vision for how things will go. That's it.
Elias, go ahead.
Dear. He looks up at Harlan. I regret driving Lady David from the estate.
Gasps. Gasps. Linus, the rakish American twin, stands up and says, "He's lying. I slept with Lady Scarlet David."
I never said I slept with her.
Did you sleep
What
with
do you
her?
mean by drove her from the estate?
Drove her from the estate and in a very cruel way. You
How
slept with her.
so?
Ignoring Gloria. You slept with her.
Ignoring me. Okay.
We'll see.
Oh my.
As Nathaniel puts a hand on Linus' shoulder and sits him back down, he said, "He did not. He thinks he did. He did not."
But we're in a truth circle, are we not?
Yes.
He believes he did. He was quite drunk last night.
Did you sleep? No, I can't ask anything, so okay.
He puts a hand.
I believe we've skipped my darling wife.
Venus.
Quite frankly, I don't think that there's anything that I really regret.
There's a moment of lull and tension that you can cut with a knife as all eyes turn back to Elias Ariok. And you can feel the discussion about to start again. What do you mean? You drove her from the estate. When we cut to Lord Stokes, his two little friends in tow, unless you advise them to go somewhere else. Clifford, what are you doing?
I'm walking with purpose.
A purpose we have not yet really seen from Lord Stokes. Do you go straight into the area where they are playing the game?
Mm-hmm. Glove in hand.
Amazing. You, all of you see as the game is about to continue or whatever else, you all, hear footfall and turn in time to see Lord Stokes, timid Lord Stokes, walking with a purpose, glove in hand.
Oh, Lord Stokes. We were wondering where you were.
I walk past everybody, and I'm not doing the slap with the glove. I throw it at Elias's feet, and I say, "For your indiscretion against the Lady David, I challenge you. For your honor."
Indiscretion. Might that be Lord Stokes?
I gesture to Margaret, who has the letter, and ask her to read it out loud.
Oh, good. I was wondering when those literacy skills that you try to keep from women might come in handy. Sir Elias Ariok, our time together in the garden last evening. When you loosened my corset, touched me elsewhere, I fell victim to your wiles, and I did not know any better. I am a right foolish girl, and my husband should be sickened to look at me. I am sickened to look at myself. I did not say no, but I did not think I could. To a man who has the King of England wrapped so tightly around his finger. Oh, this might as well be a diary entry, for I shall never send it. Nay, I shall be rid of it. I, Lady Scarlet David, shall not be ruined by your insistence to have everything your way. My husband shall forgive my foolishness. Will the Tom forgive me? Signed, Lady Scarlet David. Found in Calcutta House.
And this is her letter. Or how can we be so sure? You found it abandoned in a random house.
The challenge has been issued. Whether or not you believe me is of little consequence.
Just want to make sure that if we're throwing blame, it's with reason.
It
I
is
think he
yours
has
to
every
inspect
reason.
as you wish.
Lord Stokes, deserves his satisfaction if he demands it.
Wait, what did Gloriosa say?
He has every reason. He has every right. I don't know, I was very angry.
Beautiful. Elias.
I,
Challenge
as
has been
Elias,
set. Will you answer it?
I, as Elias, need to be perfectly clear.
As Elias.
You are Harlan? You are Harlan.
Or I, as Harlan. I'm so bad.
What?
At least once a month I
What?
say the wrong thing.
Huh?
Once a month I say the wrong
Oh my
thing.
god.
I'm talking
Elias?
to Danika.
Elias is such a better name. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Elias looks he looks at the glove. And then he looks at Harlan. Not just looking at Harlan, speaking to Stokes. Yes, you demand satisfaction. I can get that. I want to know Harlan's answer to a question so we can finish out the round.
Harlan, the question is posed to you. What do you regret most in the last 48 hours?
No. No, Sariok, you have been posed a question that a man of honor would answer.
Okay. You want my answer in words or in sword form?
That's entirely between you and Lord Stokes.
Alright. And I think this is the correct way to do it. I pick up the glove. Is that you?
Yeah.
I pick it up.
And if we go by traditional rules, he has issued the challenge and he chooses the time and place. You would choose the weapons.
Fuck.
Are you saying here and now?
Yeah.
Clifford? Here and now.
Game. I choose. I'm marking that game. I choose longsword. Sword, whatever.
Very well. I'm going to
That's
ask.
really bad.
I'm going to ask.
For me.
The zone of truth drops, and you see everybody kind of backs up, out of the way. As Elias picks up the glove. Venus, you are mortified. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to you, sort of.
She is absolutely horrified. She is holding on to Calla for comfort. She's just like
Genevieve and Datura, you both arrive as you can see this squaring up, and Datura turns to Genevieve and goes, "Oh my, what did I tell you?"
Is
We miss
Dart
quite a
not
lot when we
here?
make our own plans, do we not?
Sorry.
Well, forget about causing a stir.
Perhaps we might as
it
well. It
is-
seems that they're capable of that on their own.
And Lion is standing near Margaret. So everyone is here. Everyone is watching.
It is not your right to abuse the power that we have so fortuitously gained.
I have abused nothing. It's a fair trade.
As
Venus is like breathing heavily into a bag.
Nolan, please describe how in the first 10 seconds Clifford is in the lead, so to speak. Please describe to us what that looks like as the combat begins, and Clifford is in the lead from the beginning.
I think that in hopes of maintaining as gentlemanly and like the rules of a duel as possible, he's, still doing the longsword thing, kind of maybe on the defensive, but making it clear that like he is finding power through his anger at what he views as like not only something that optically harms Elias, but the entire concept of the power that we have and like that we should be good and use it for good.
Really good. As the battle continues, Danika, tell us what it looks like in the second 20 to 30 seconds of the battle as Elias seems to be coming up to par a bit.
He is taking from his time overseas as he begins to fight harder against this young man, forgetting for a moment that he should like hold back a little bit as he starts to roughly kind of like, it's still gentlemanly, but like roughly hit and stab at Lord Stokes in the anger at the unanswered question from Harlan in the back of his mind, and an anger towards the queen that he does not want to hold.
And in the final moments of the duel, as it does come to an end, Nolan, would you please describe what it looks like as Lord Stokes wins?
I think that though he is trained with a variety of things, he kind of catches himself knowing that this is a military man, somebody with greater knowledge than he in this manner, and sort of does some sort of feint and releases his weapon and goes into his sort of more boxery ways, and just like on an offhand 1-2 takes him to his knees, and then kind of does the classic superhero thing where it's like, oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? No.
Down to his knees. The duel is called. Elias, you're panting, staring at the ground. You are so much older than you once were. Clifford stands above you, chest heaving, a bit of confidence radiating. Younger, friar, some might say better, victorious. We leave those two right where they are for just a moment, as during this moment of tension and silence, as it is done, it has happened, but nothing else has gone on yet. Venus, you feel Callus squeeze your arm and say, I'm sorry, I am. This is a bit much. Could we step aside? I
think that she looks over at Elias for a brief moment, but she knows that there's nothing she can do right this time. Is he injured at all, or is it just kind of was a cinematic event?
Probably some scrapes and things like that, but it's more of the cinematic importance of getting him to his knees.
I think that she will, before leaving, she walks over touches him on the shoulder and uses Cure Wounds. Heal any scrapes, bruises that might have accumulated during the fight. Looks up at Lord Stokes and Stokes.
Stokes.
Lord Stokes. Fuck. Just gives him a nod and one last glance at Elias and leaves the room after her cousin Kala.
And since Venus interacted with you, is there anything in how long does Clifford stand there before whatever he does next?
I think long enough to sort of watch, and I mean, I don't mean to, however you may think this doesn't agree with your character, let me know, but just long enough to watch, like, the gaze fall away, sort of, and, like, just kind of not boast in the moment, but let it be known what has happened, and then I pull out the salve and begin to apply to my knuckles.
Do you step away?
Yes.
We'll resolve that. Venus steps away after Kala, who just seems overcome suddenly with emotions and is crying as you finally catch up with her just outside of Milan House. And she steps inside and the door kind of falls shut behind you and she's, I'm sorry.
Oh, what? I know that was quite startling. That's a lot to unpack at a later date, but this doesn't seem to be about that. What's wrong?
I have lied to you since I arrived here. I've kept something from you. And I'm afraid it is going to ruin everything.
She comes up and puts a hand on her shoulder.
It is Charles. Venus, he is dead. My husband is dead.
What? Why would you lie to me? When did this happen?
Last night. He responded that he would even come to the ball, and last evening something occurred. I do not even know the details of what, and he himself participated in a duel. And everyone saw it, and he's dead, and I am ruined.
No. Don't worry about that. No, that's not untrue.
Everyone will be talking about it. Everyone will know that the wife of Charles Fallis has. I am the wife of a brute. Oh God. I am a widow. What? I like to think young yet, and yet I'm a widow.
Oh, Kala. I'm so sorry. What can I do? You can stay with me for as long as you need to. We'll figure something out.
She falls down onto the couch. You know that Charles was a foolish man, and do not care that he is gone, but now that I am ruined, I can never have the life that I want.
No, you still have so much to live for. You've got your children. You're still you. No, you. Why didn't you tell me sooner? You know I would have helped you.
I did not know how to. I am missing the one thing that has ever mattered to me. I am missing the only thing that has ever mattered to me. And I cannot think of anything else.
She reaches in to give her a hug and just pets her hair as she does. No, you're so much more. Remember that. No, screw what they think. So what? I know who you are.
Kala pulls back from the hug. Has her hands kind of on either side of you. And she leans in and kisses you. And that's where we will end session tonight.
This session was sponsored by King Harlan's lilac bracelets. Get yours now online. Each one is one of a kind. And 10% off.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, so much drama, so many things revealed, like, comment, subscribe. The finale is next. The ball is next. How we're gonna lasso this runaway cow, stay tuned, right? We have a lovely a bonus session coming to you soon that Josie and I filmed this morning, detailing Kala and Venus's entire history. So that will be coming out right after this session. So that will be available for you to watch. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.